Hello, I'm back again. Um, this time to talk about um, more stuff about the HBO Max, well, the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, and I have a article to read for you, and I put it in the right browser today, so we're gonna look at it today. So let me share my screen. Hold on. Yes. All right. Okay. So, so today, yeah, so we're talking about they're just firing a whole bunch of executives at Warner Brothers, and a lot of them have been people of color, and 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 it's not been by accident. They're going for a whole, as the title says, laid off HBO Max execs reveal Warner Brothers Discovery is killing off diversity and courting middle America. It is part of the plan. It is part of the plan. Um, like we say, every day you find out something that just pisses you off to no fail, just thoroughly pisses you off. Oh, goodness. Warner Brothers Discovery has axed about 13 non white executives as it tries to climb out of debt. It will likely affect the shows and movies that are made. Um, let's see. Oh my goodness. I want to get to, okay, I'm sorry. I skipped through these articles. These articles are way too long. It's just like I feel like Beavis and Butthead. Words, 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 would. But so one former employee says as many as 13 people of color previously in charge of developing shows like The Gordita Chronicles and the Spanish language docuseries Menudo Forever Young have been let go, likely influencing the type of shows and movies that are greenlit moving forward. Among those laid off are Jin Kim, an Asian woman who served as the senior vice president of the international team, and Kayla Barnes, a Black woman who worked under Kim. I don't think anyone knows just how white the staff is, one former executive told the Daily Beast. Yikes. And there was something, is there something down here about other execs that I want to get to? Okay, we'll get to that later. But it says ever since parent company Warner Brothers merged with Discovery earlier this year, employees at Warner have grappled with the changing values of the newly created company. Discovery CEO David Zaslav was charged with helping Warner crawl out of a $50 billion hole. He came in like a wrecking ball, tearing up CNN's 300 million streaming service CNN Plus and vowing to pull the Warner-owned news channel away from advocacy journalism. See, CNN Plus is not HBO Max's fault. Why is HBO Max suffering because of CNN Plus? I can't with these people. See, that's the problem with conglomerates. You buy up all these different channels and stations and properties, and then when you mess up over here, you got to cut people over there to even things out, and it's just so unfair. HBO Max was so much more successful, but this is about Warner. This is about Warner Media and how they overall have just been spending money left and right. So everybody suffers. Everybody suffers. Oh, goodness. And it says more changes have come in the past couple of weeks. Earlier this month, it was announced that Batgirl, the $90 million film plan for HBO Max starring Afro-Latina actress Leslie Grace, would be shelved completely in favor of a tax write-off. And earlier, if we go up, it says right here, Batgirl directors, we tried to pirate the movie at the last minute. Oh, my heart. I really wish that no, I really wish they would have succeeded because I really wanted to see that movie and I would have pirated the hell out of that movie. Just call me Jack Sparrow. I would have done it. Oh, here we go. Former Warner employees believe these changes are just as much about business as they are about reshaping the ideological perception of Warner properties. It all points to the same end, they say, a rejection of left-wing or highly diverse content in favor of more homogenous, middle America-friendly fare. The lack of diversity in content staff might just make that goal easier. So, excuse me, my heart is breaking while I'm reading this. But in order, oh my goodness, I can't even say the words. To make themselves more palatable to middle America, they're getting rid of all of their flavor, all of the greatness, all of the diversity, everything that made them, unique, gave them variety. It's what made them stand out. And they don't want to stand out. They want to fit in. They want to fit in and become just like everyone else to fit a demographic who probably are not going to subscribe to them anyway. I'm sorry, it's literally physically hurting me reading this right now. In a statement to the Daily Beast, HBO highlighted shows like Euphoria, Rap Shit, a Black Lady sketch show, and, oh, I'm going to say this wrong, Los Espookies, all of which are led by diverse characters. HBO and HBO Max have always shown a commitment to diverse programming and storytellers and always will, the company said. The company says as they fire 13 people of color executives, POC executives. I just, and then this merger was the most, I'm sorry, this merger was the most unnecessary merger that has ever happened in the past 10 or 20 years. Like, other mergers have happened, have come and gone, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. This does not make any sense. HBO Max Warner Discovery does just not make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. HBO Max could have stood up on its own. It did not need Discovery. It did not need Discovery. Ah, but this is why they wanted it. One former exec described Discovery Plus as a more general audience platform that doesn't have the specificity that HBO Max was tailored to. I think Discovery is just a very all audience. They don't want to make things that are political, topical, alienate middle America. More Chip and Joanna. Chip and Joanna, they're from Texas. They said, referring to the home renovation show Fixer Upper, Welcome Home, hosted by Chip and Joanna Gaines. And you know something? And I love Chip and Joanna and I love Fixer Upper. I love it. But do I want to see it on HBO? No, not at all. Not at all. Keep that shit separate. If David Zaslav had his wish, he would just program Chip and Joanna all day long. There was just a massive, we don't need you. You're not offering the things we're focused on. Oh my gosh, the more I read this article, the angrier I'm becoming. I feel like, oh my, to go to the other property, Marvel, I may Hulk out, I may she Hulk out. Just, this is this is like really getting under this is really making me angry. Um oh the change in perspective could also partly explain why so many titles have recently disappeared from HBO Max's platform. Our sources agree that the removals are mostly related to money. The company can claim a tax break for the costs associated with certain shows as long as it promises to stop profiting off of them, which means taking them down altogether. All tax breaks. All tax breaks. So tax breaks and not paying the creatives residuals. Oh my goodness. Speaking of the company's plans to combine HBO Max and Discovery Plus into one giant streaming service in the near future, the laid off exec said, don't be surprised if there's a new name for the platform. Okay. We've been through this before. With HBO, there was HBO Go, there was HBO Now, there was HBO Max. I I don't know what they're gonna come up with. HBO Max Plus, HBO Discovery, HBO Max Discovery Plus. I don't know. And I'm starting not to care. I'm really every day they're making it harder and harder for me to care. Because I am not the demographic they care about. I am not the demographic they want to cater to. I am not the demographic that is like, they don't care about me, so why should I care about them? It's apathetic all around. Oh, in terms of people seeing themselves reflected, whether it's ethnic or LGBTQ, when you have people who are diverse, the lens with which they evaluate content factors in things that they think my white colleagues just don't think about, one former executive said. Is deep, said another. What are they going to do with this disproportionate amount of people of color that would let go? They need to replace them in some capacity, or do they not care? That's what we've been told, that they just don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Oh my gosh. And why should I care about them? Why? 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 Um, yeah. Yeah. This is I mean, at the end of the day, this is just TV. I mean, it's just TV. It's not life or death. Personally, you know, my ultimate career is as a writer director, so it hits a little closer to home for me. Um, like this is what I want to do. This is I write short films. I do short films. I'm working on a feature film right now, and I've written for TV show that's on streaming, and I want to do more of that. I want to write for more shows, and HBO Max was looking up, especially with Lovecraft Country. It was looking like an awesome place to be, an awesome place to go to, and now it's just like zoop, no longer an option. No longer an option. Just might as well just take that out of my head and take that out of my head and throw that into the abyss. That's over. That is over. That was quick, wasn't it? How long have we had HBO Max? A year? Has it been a year? I I got HBO Max. First of all, they lied. They started off by lying to me because they were like, "Oh, you know, get get sign up for HBO Max before it goes live, and then you can get this this cheap price. You can get it for 11.99 um, for like a year or so or something." And so I do that. It was like you basically had 30 days to sign up for it. So I signed up for it within the May month or whatever. And it went live May 27th. And I have Roku. So I went to my Roku and I went to go see, like, okay, is it in the store? No, it's not in the store. Did my HBO Now turn? No, HBO Now didn't turn into it. It's like, oh yeah, it's not on Roku. Roku and HBO Max does not have an agreement yet. So they made sure not to tell people that. 70 million people did not have access to HBO Max when it first went live. Not until that was in May. So from May to December, if I can do math, that's 7 months. That's most of the year. It's about to cuss. That's most of the dang on year. No access. Watch HBO Now. Enjoyed HBO Now, but could not watch HBO Max. And they were like, "Oh, you can watch it on your computer." I don't want to watch TV on my computer. That's what I bought a smart TV for, so I can watch it on my TV. And it wasn't until they made sure that they got it on Fire Stick and got it on Roku before Wonder Woman came out, because then it was we were in the middle of the pandemic, and they were going to miss out on all that all that streaming if they didn't do that. So 7 months of frustration with these people. I think I complained and got 1 month free. So I had to pay for 6 months without access to HBO Max. And then, so that was 2020, because 2020, yeah, 2020, that was 2020. And then 2021, now we're in 2022. It's been a whirlwind. We haven't had HBO Max for that long, and already it's crumbling. It's crumbling. It's crumbling. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and it's starting to crumble. I'm sad. Mainly because, like I said before, my high hopes were not just as a viewer. My high hopes were also as a creator. I wanted to create content for HBO Max. I wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to write for them. I wanted to direct for them. I wanted to be. It was especially after Lovecraft. I was like, yes, this is a goal. So much. We'll see what it turns into. We'll see if they bring on more people of some more people of color executives. We'll see if they course correct. We'll see how long David Zasloff lasts. Um, yeah, but that's all today for today. I've been forgetting to say this in my past videos, but please like my videos and subscribe if you're watching this. And and if you have any requests for any videos that you would like to see me do,